Okay, so I'm Tracy Collard. I'm the Cancer Screening Improvement Lead for the Bolton, Bury and Rochdale Breast Screening Programme. Thanks, Hayley. So as October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I thought I'd come and talk to you a little bit about breast screening and about being breast aware. So some facts and figures for you. There's 1,400 deaths a year that are prevented by the National Breast Screening Programme. 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer at some time in their lives, and the earliest that breast cancer is diagnosed, the better the chance of successful treatment. So it's really important that you're breast aware, and if you see or feel anything that is unusual for you, please contact your GP. Thanks, Hayley. So a little bit about the programme that I work for. The Bolton Breast Screening Service provides breast screening for patients that are registered as female with GP surgeries in Bolton, Bury, Haywood, Middleton and Rochdale. And it invites women that are well, aged between 50 to 71 every 3 years. So you won't have any sort of signs or symptoms that anything is wrong, and you're just automatically invited every 3 years. And at present, we're not taking self-referrals from ladies that are over 71. What we are doing is asking them to be breast aware and to refer to their GP if there's any signs or symptoms. Thank you. So the actual screening process then, an open invitation is sent to women asking them to contact the breast screening unit if they'd like to book an appointment. If no appointment has been booked by someone after 2 weeks, they're then contacted by our office to ask if they would like to book that appointment. And the reason that we do that is sometimes you receive a letter and you might just put it down and forget to phone up, or you might be too busy. So it's just another prompt to try and get people to book in. And then the Cancer Screening Improvement Lead, which is myself, I contact the GP surgery to offer any support to see if we can improve the uptake. And that might be asking them if they'll display a poster on their website, or perhaps send a text message out to remind women to book in. Thank you. So this is something that I get asked all the time, and I can assure you that all mammographers, so all the ladies that are carrying out the x-rays, are female. You will never get a male mammographer. Thank you. So when you arrive at the unit, you'll be taken into a room where you'll be asked to get undressed from the waist up for your mammogram. You don't have to remove any jewellery unless it gets in the way, and if you're wearing a hijab, you don't need to remove that either. What we are doing at present is we're asking women to wear a face covering due to the coronavirus. Thank you. The mammogram itself, the mammographer will place your breasts in the machine and take an x-ray, which is a picture of each breast. They do 2 pictures of each breast, one from top to bottom and one from side to side. Once the x-rays have been taken, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, you can then return to the changing room, get dressed and leave, and you should receive a letter with your results within 2 weeks. Thank you. Something I'd just like to point out, it does literally take seconds for the actual mammogram to take place, so it's really not a long procedure. And I've just got a little video here that that sort of goes through the process of what I've just explained. Fingers crossed that it works. Or maybe not.
Might just have to wait a few seconds. Can you see this screen that's just come up, or do I need to stop share and start again?
Yeah.
Can you see that video?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
No.
One second, it's...
1 in
There
8 women will be diagnosed with it in their lifetime, with 1 in 3 being over the age of 70. But did you know, if diagnosed early through screening, 9 out of 10 women with breast cancer live? This is because most breast cancers are found early when there is a very good chance of successful recovery. It is really important, therefore, that when you are invited for a free breast screening appointment, you come along, as it is the most effective way of detecting cancer early and therefore recovering from it. So what can you expect from the breast cancer screening program? Well, to begin, every 3 years, women aged 50 to 70 will be sent an invitation letter for free breast screening at either a mobile unit or a screening centre. Inside the breast screening unit, the receptionist will advise patients on where to go for their appointment, and a radiographer will explain the procedure of the X-ray. All our staff are women, and your privacy will be respected at all times, so there is nothing to be embarrassed about. A mammographer will take the breast X-ray, which may be slightly uncomfortable but only lasts a few seconds, and 2 film readers independently check the X-ray to look for changes in breast tissue. Once done, you should receive your screening results in writing within 2 to 3 weeks. If an appointment has been missed, a second letter is sent out for you to arrange another appointment. That's all there is to it. So remember, don't let cancer win. If you are invited to attend a screening, make sure you come along. It's worth a few minutes of your time.
Thank you. Okay, so in between mammograms, and for any ladies that are over 71, please be breast aware. So get used to what you look like in a mirror, and every month examine yourself. And some of the common signs and symptoms to look for are a lump or swelling in the breast, upper chest or armpit, and you might feel a lump but not actually see it. A change to the skin, such as puckering or dimpling. A change in the colour of the breast, so the breast may look red or inflamed. A change to the nipple, for example, if it's become inverted or pulled in. Thank you. You might notice a rash or crusting around the nipple, or any unusual liquid or discharge from either nipple. Changes in the size or shape of the breast. And on its own, pain in your breasts is not usually a sign of breast cancer, but look out for pain that's there all or most of the time. And I must stress that noticing any of these unusual changes doesn't necessarily mean that you have breast cancer, and most breast changes are not because of cancer, but it's important to get checked by your GP. And this is just a little diagram that I tend to use. It's from an organisation called Know Your Lemons, and I use it quite a lot. Some people don't like to see pictures of breasts. It can be quite offensive. So this, I think, is a lovely little picture to show people, and it just shows all the different sort of signs and symptoms that cancer can produce in breast cancer. So if you're interested, there's a website called Know Your Lemons, and they have lots of editorial things like this on there. Thank you. Something to remember is that men can get breast cancer too. So breast cancer in men is much more rare than in women, and approximately 390 men are diagnosed with breast cancer each year in the UK, compared to over 54,000 women. But most men don't realise that they need to be chest aware, and it's very important for everyone to check themselves regularly. So if men have any of the following symptoms, they need to speak to their GP. So a painless lump, inverted or retracted nipple, oozing, bleeding from the nipple, a rash in the nipple area, skin ulcer on the chest, a lump or swelling in the armpit, or changes in the size and shape of the chest. And just below there, there's a little clip that came from the Lorraine show about how men can check themselves. You might get a couple of adverts first, but can have a go at that.
Rochdale asked us to Find out
Can
if
you hear
you
that?
have discovered the joy of movement. 80% of people we surveyed say they suffer from back or joint pain, which can impact their everyday life. So, Luke, you suffer from back pain. What happened?
Injury, which is still causing me some pain.
How did you overcome that?
I keep stretching, finding time to do a little extra every day, which lets me do what I love the most, being active with the kids.
All around the country, people are using their TV time to loosen up their muscles and joints. Come on, everybody, shake it out.
Take steps to discover the joy of movement with Voltarol.
Lorraine, sponsored by Nestle Shreddies.
We've all said messages though, Hilary, to say breast cancer just doesn't affect women, because Angie on Facebook has said it's a great idea, we love it, of course. I hope the same is going to be done for men. And Claire said, great idea, but don't forget that men get breast cancer too. Quite right to tell us that, of course. So we thought,
absolutely.
You know, I was thinking to myself, and I remember we were talking about this, and I said, well, if you're a man, do you check in the same way?
Yep, it's similar. We'll show in a minute how to do this. But, you know, 400 men in this country will get breast cancer every year. And they tend to get it at a more advanced stage because they're not looking for it like women are
of course.
so much. Also, about 50% of teenage boys will get some enlargement of their breast tissue under their nipple as they go through puberty.
Okay.
Okay, it's a normal thing.
Okay.
It resolves on its own. But men have breast tissue too, usually focused under the nipple, and they should check on a regular basis, just like women do.
Well, let's do that very thing.
Let's call in Jonathan, because he is here at our disposal. Where is Jonathan? Here he is, the man himself.
Thank you for doing this.
We'll talk you through. Anytime. So any guy who's in the habit of checking their testicles, which is more important, should also include the breast tissue. It doesn't take very long at all. So you might be in the shower, you might be in the bath, you've got a bit of soap on you, you can slide the fingers around, that's easy. Or if you're not in the shower, you can do this. You're looking in the mirror now, okay? You're looking in the mirror. Look for any asymmetry of the breasts. Has anything changed since last time? Look at the nipple. Is there any rash around the nipple? Is there any discharge? Anything that you've not noticed before? So you've done the visual inspection.
Okay.
Now, since you're right-handed, Jonathan, I'm going to ask you to raise your left hand, put it behind you, put your hand behind your head. So now you've got the breast exposed there. You're going to use your right hand. You can use 3 middle fingers of the hand around the nipple area first. Just move the fingers around the whole of the areola, the brown circle around the nipple area. You're feeling for any lumps that haven't been there before. Okay. And then expand the search to the various quarters, the different quarters of the breast. So inner, upper, just feel around there, and then go down to the, that's it, to the bottom there, then across, and then up towards the top, and then into the armpit.
There we go.
And then finally, just pinch the nipple with a thumb and forefinger, see if there's any oozing, look for any rash. And really, that's as quick as it takes, you know? So you've done the check.
Have you ever done that, Jonathan? Is it something you've... No.
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
And that's something everyone can do, right?
Of course, and it's quick, and it's quick and easy.
People leave the doctor.
We'll put the video of it on.
Yeah, men who are more at risk have got family history of breast cancer or prostate or colon cancer. They may have higher estrogen levels because of obesity or because of liver disease, or they may have been treated for lymphoma. Sure. Those men are more at risk, but any man should just do a check.
For sure, we know it's rare, but it's good to check yourself out.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Lorraine, sponsored by Nestle Shreddies.
We are fascinating.
Yes, I am.
We launch rockets to Mars, but we also do this. We're inventive, optimistic, incredibly ambitious.
Okay, thanks. So that's pretty much it from me. There's just one more slide that's got all of the contact details for our unit. So the phone number, the email address, and also we do have a Facebook page. And during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we've been updating that page every single day. So there's lots of videos on there. There's lots of information. It's really worth having a look if you get the chance. And that's it from me. Thank you.